you doing?
I took my stuff home and
You what?
Took all my stuff. So that I was coming back to get my bumper.
Go ahead and step out of the car for me.
Because, you see, I lost the other one when my car was stolen.
Got anything on you to stick in your park mirror, cut me?
No.
Okay. Put your hands up on the top of the door. How much have you had to drink today?
I haven't drinking anything.
Hmm?
I haven't drinking anything.
We'll walk back to my car.
It's just been a stressful day.
You need to move? He's saying nothing but that.
Have a seat.
Just watch.
Stressful. I took my stuff home and went back down to get it.
You cancel them. I was going to. Give me 1 second. I said it was a dude, but
yeah, well,
I don't see
What's
no
that?
dude.
Did she get a name? Did you get a name yet?
Not yet.
yes.
She's a little toasty.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
How was the car seats installed up the side down?
Yes.
Glad there are no children in it.
Yeah. Looks like this has been stolen before.
Yeah, she said it was stolen, but what did she hit? Her back bumper fell off. I'm wondering.
Well, her front one's gone too.
Yeah,
Is that? This looks like the front.
it does. But I don't see anything hit. Wondering if it just. Wonder if it just gave up.
And she ran over. You know, like it
Yeah.
got stuck under the wheel.
Yeah.
That might be.
If I was a body part on a Hyundai, I would just give up too.
Yeah. Yeah. You want me to holler for a tow? Josh, you want me to call a tow?
Sure.
I didn't hit it here.
Hit what? What did you hit?
Okay, like I was telling her, that's my fiance right there. Like I was telling her, my car got stolen back in February. That's why it's missing the bumper, the rear view. It's got like a cut in the seat. I had a double stroller, but they threw it out of my trunk because I have twins. And so I didn't ever get to find my back bumper. My front bumper was kind of like already like tearing off, falling off, like chipped away in certain places. So my dad like zip tied it and like got it on like the best he could. You know what I mean? Like there was already, when I bought it, like a screw in the side of it, and so he put like 2 more in there.
What did you hit?
And then I was telling him, me and a lady earlier got in a little bump fender bender. Well, since my car was already beat up, it held up pretty much till I got home. Okay. I stopped right there to check the mail, went home, took my stuff home. I had a bunch of errands to do. But both of my kids are sick, okay? So I have I have a lot going on. I haven't been sleeping good lately. Took all my stuff home. I went back down there to get it, and I fell asleep. I told my boyfriend last night, I said, I am so exhausted.
Have you consumed any drugs or alcohol today?
Like one baby's having brain surgery.
Christine, have you consumed any drugs or alcohol today?
No, nothing that's not prescribed to me, no.
What do you mean nothing that's not prescribed to you?
Nothing that's not prescribed
What
to me.
have you taken today that is prescribed to you?
I am on an antidepressant.
And that is it?
And anxiety med and a stool softener, and that is it.
Huh?
That's my fiance.
Okay.
Can you tell me what's going on?
Well, the car's all wrecked up, and she was like passed out behind the wheel.
She did not get any sleep last night. She was cleaning because we're having a home inspection
Okay.
for our children.
Okay.
And she's got really bad nerves.
Okay.
And it's.
All right. Well, as soon as we figure out what's going on with her, then we'll make a determination here.
Yes, sir. She's on medication.
Oh, what? Do you know which medication?
Yes. She takes
So I was coming to get the bumper anyway, for my dad to...
Where did you run into this lady at? Where did you get into your crash at?
I'm trying to remember, sir, because I told you I'm not that familiar. And my GPS wasn't working, so I was all flipped around. But I think it was over down toward that way. There's like a McDonald's on a corner and then a gas station, and it's got like a bunch of like the bridges. It's down kind of by, it's a little ways down the street from Miami Valley Hospital.
Alright, Christine, have you ever, I'm going to ask you if you're willing to provide a blood sample. I believe you're impaired. Are you willing to do that? You've been through this before several times, so...
No, I haven't. I've never asked.
What?
I've never asked to do a blood sample.
What? I'm asking.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah, I've never been asked that.
Okay, well, I'm asking.
Because I go to the doctor. Actually, I'm supposed to be there today.
Okay, you're now under arrest for OVI 4511-19A1A.
Why?
Operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol, a drug, or a combination of them. Operating a vehicle under the influence of a listed controlled substance or a listed metabolite of a controlled substance. Operating a vehicle after underage alcohol consumption or having physical control of a vehicle while under the influence. If you refuse to take any chemical tests required by
I
law,
was just asking
your
questions.
Ohio driving privileges will be suspended immediately and you have to pay a fee to have the privileges reinstated.
Sir, I never said no.
Okay, well, I still have to read you this, and then you can decide. If you have a prior conviction of OVI, OVUAC, or operating a vehicle while under the influence of a listed controlled substance or a listed metabolite of a controlled substance under state or municipal law within the preceding 20 years, you are now under arrest for state OVI, and if you refuse to take a chemical test, you will face increased penalties if you are subsequently convicted of the state OVI. If you pled guilty or been convicted of 2 or more OVIs, OVUACs, or equivalent offenses in the previous 10 years, or pled guilty or been convicted of 5 or more OVIs, OVUACs, or equivalent offenses in the previous 20 years, or pled guilty or been convicted of a felony of any of the above violations, and you refuse to submit to a chemical test required by law, I am authorized to use whatever reasonable means are necessary to ensure you submit to a chemical test. If If you take any chemical test required by law and are found to be at or over the prohibited amount of alcohol, a controlled substance, or metabolite of a controlled substance in your whole blood, blood serum, or plasma, breath, or urine as set by law, your Ohio driving privileges will be suspended immediately, and you have to pay a fee to have the privileges reinstated. If you take a chemical test, you may have an independent chemical test taken at your own expense. Christine, are you willing to provide me a chemical sample?
How much is that?
It doesn't cost you anything.
Oh, it just said at my own expense.
Yeah, if you pay for your own test.
I mean, no, I'm not exactly sure. What is a chemical test?
No, come back. It's just a blood sample, Christine. That's all it is.
Okay, so what, do you give me a piece of paper and I go down immediately to the hospital?
No, I'll take you down there. It's a yes or no, ma'am. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Huh? Ma'am, I need you to speak up.
I said, yeah.
Okay.
I just...
You just what?
I just don't want to miss my baby's surgery.
Why would you miss her surgery?
It's him.
Okay, why would you miss his surgery?
Because I feel like either way, if I refused, you would lock me up.
What? I didn't say anything about locking you up. I asked you for a chemical test. That's all I asked you for.
And then, that way, I mean, I didn't know if I needed to call, like, her dad to come, at least, move the car down to the house. Or...
Well, for right now, I got a tow coming for it because she's saying she was involved in a hit and run, and we're trying to figure out where it occurred.
Hit and run?
Yeah, she said she hit another car, and we're trying to figure out where that happened. And until we can...
Oh, wow.
Until we figure that out, then, so I don't know if she maybe hit somebody in here as she was trying to leave the complex or what, but...
Wait, are they towing my car?
Yeah, I was gonna get towed. Till your boyfriend showed up. Come on up.
Let's look on the other side. Those cars.
Hang it right here. You need an OBI blood draw.
I'm sorry.
You need
I
an
was just
OBI
like,
blood draw.
okay.
Alright, Christine, you're gonna take your jacket off and stuff.
Small. Packing on the pound, but crazy.
I'm sorry, what?
I said my jacket's a little small. I've been packing on the pound for a little while.
Like everybody else.
Yeah.
This is the season.
Yeah.
Can you make it fit? Straighten it for me, okay?
What's your name?
Chris.
What's your last name, Chris?
Alright, keep that arm really, really, really straight. I know. Ready? I know. Sucks. Really?
I know, you told me all about this.
You have a warrant? Is that what you said?
She had one. She turned herself in.
Shut my water off because of 36 one time. Because I lost the bill and I knew the dollar amount and I paid the dollar amount. Next thing I know, I come home and my fucking water.
Alrighty.
Can you initial this for me?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks. Alright, Christine, let's go.
Thanks, you too.
Have a seat.
I just hop in it, move it open, and then just hook it right.
Huh?
The seat belt. Because I'm sitting back, I'm used to it looking this way. So, I'm assuming you need to know all of the medication I'm on.
I mean, or I'm assuming there are medications that don't allow you to drive on them. Because you were sitting out there for about an hour.
No, not that I'm aware of. They've never told me not to drive on them. Like I said, I've been losing a lot of sleep worrying about my kids. I'm being extremely stressed out.
You ever fallen asleep behind the wheel of your car before?
I don't think so, but I have had a mild stroke while driving from stress.
So you don't know what you hit or when, is that correct?
I'm sorry.
So you don't know what you hit.
I took a hit. Is
Yeah.
that what you said?
Hit. Crashed into.
No, me and a woman collided.
But you don't know where that occurred at?
No, I know she was driving like a little, like 4-door, hatchback.
Alright, here's the deal, Christine. You're gonna end up with a court date, okay? It's gonna be on the 19th. You're gonna have to appear.
Oh no, on the 19th.
Huh?
There's no way you can change it.
You can call the court. What's wrong with the 19th?
Well, because my other twin has surgery on the 18th.
Okay, you'll have to call the court. Give them a couple days and call it.
And as long as I have proof from the hospital.
I don't know what they'll need, but they'll work with you. But if you don't call them, they're just going to issue a warrant. You understand?
Yeah.
You end up with a warrant, that's going to be not great for any of that. Christine, you understand this is your 4th, right? Like, anything after this becomes a felony.
Yeah, I've been told that.
I'm just letting you know, like, you've got... Huh?
I thought if it was within like 4 years.
No. It doesn't fall off when you have as many as you have. They don't go away. So, if you get in the same situation again, and you're convicted, you could face prison time. Like, I don't know what, I get you're stressed, you got little kids, I understand that, but another one of these becomes a felony, that's a year in prison, if you're convicted. You don't want any of your kids growing up coming to visit you. I'm just saying, this stuff can't keep going for you. Like, this stuff can't keep going for you. Especially if you got little ones with medical issues that you gotta be there for. I take crashes all the time, all day long, and deal with this stuff. I don't want to find you crashed somewhere because you nodded out behind the wheel. They'll do court-mandated treatment if that's what you need.
I'm already in treatment. I get drug tested weekly.
Okay.
Sometimes more than that.
Are you in court-mandated treatment, or are you just in treatment for something you decided to do? Or is it CPS related?
It's... So, I was already in treatment when CPS was involved.
Why was CPS involved?
Because, so I guess I didn't know this at the time. But they asked me, have you ever used any drugs at all throughout your whole pregnancy? And I take pride in being a very honest person. And I told her, well, yes, I have, but that was so far in the beginning, like, I didn't even know I was pregnant yet. Well, apparently, just my admission alone is all I need. So, they were actually getting ready to move them home.
Are they not here with you?
I get home visits.
With them?
Yeah.
Okay. Did your children test positive for drugs?
No.
They usually don't make removals like that unless there's a safety concern.
They can test the placenta back 6 months. And my boys, one being twins, they were born at 35 weeks, so they were born very premature. And like I said, that was because my legs were so swollen I couldn't even walk. Like, it hurt so bad. It was so painful. And so that's why they, put me on the rotten.
Alright, I need your signature here. Side of mission to go, just saying that you understand what was going on, and then I read you the back of that form, which was that long paragraph I read you about the blood test, and that you consented to it. Right there. You'll get a copy of it. That's just my address.
I'm assuming this will be reported, showing services.
Well, your kids weren't in the car. I'm not. It's not my job. Your kids
They're
weren't-
not here.
What?
I said that they're not here.
Oh, even if
so-
they were, I don't. That's not my issue. If they were in your car while you were doing this would be a different situation. Because obviously you're endangering them, but you're not doing it. You only endangered yourself and everybody else, unfortunately. Luckily, you didn't make it out onto Troy Street or anything. Went out.
I wasn't even trying to make it out that far.
I get it. You were
I
going
was
back
just
to get your bumper, but
going
you
back
didn't.
to-
You didn't even make it that far.
And,
You drove over it.
and to check the mail.
You drove over your bumper. So there's your copies of the paperwork. Your court date is going to be February 19th. Make sure you show up or you call them to reschedule. Okay.
I'm probably going to call them way ahead of time
That's
to
fine.
reschedule.
Give it a couple days to get processed, so that way they have it, and then call them to reschedule, and they'll work with you. But you have to be like on everything else with the government, with CPS and everything else.
Show
You have
proof.
to actually do work on your end. Okay.
Yeah.
You can't just expect
Yeah.
it to change and then not show
So,
up. Okay. It's just physical control. It's not a full OVI. So. All right.
okay.
Do you have any questions?
You kind of did me a favor with that, huh?
I'm trying.
Thank
I'm not trying to put you in jail.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Alright. Go home to your, hopefully your child visit you as well today. With CPS. I guess they're supposed to be coming over. According to your boyfriend.
Probably. You would know. I don't
Okay.
have my phone.
Well, make sure you're in there and I'll make sure I'm not here. That way you don't have to answer those questions.